Welcome back to the channel. I am so glad you guys decided to come back. I am sorry I've been so MIA. If you missed my last video, we are on our 5th week of homeschooling, I believe, and I have not been able to record anything or get anything edited or get anything posted, just because we have been so busy and trying to readjust our schedule to what needs to be our new schedule, which is our homeschooling schedule. We homeschool during the afternoon, during nap time, because I do have 5 kids, and they are 5, 4, a set of twins that are 2, and a 1-year-old. So I tend to do all of our schooling during nap time. That way I can just focus solely on the older 2 that are technically in school right now. I have also started selling my sourdough to locals around me just to get some extra funds to be able to go do some fun things, because you know, you got to be able to go do field trips and have a little bit of fun while you're doing school, right? So I've been doing that to get a little extra money. I'm actually shipping this batch that I'm currently making to my husband's sister, and I'm super excited. Unfortunately, they never actually got shipped out. They're currently sitting in my freezer, and I gave one to my brother because, you know, Amazon is being Amazon, and the vacuum seal bags that we ordered never showed up. So I'm having to remake this batch and hopefully mail it out on Monday, but I don't know, we'll see. We reordered some vacuum seal bags to hopefully get these mailed out to her, but you know, Amazon, they run on their own time. I don't understand. We pay for Amazon Prime, but yet don't get the Amazon Prime benefits. Like, we'll order something and it will show up a week later. We rarely get that 2-day shipping anymore, and it's really upsetting, honestly, because it's like, what are we paying for? You know, I don't know. Does anybody else have this problem? But anyways, I got my little helper here. He's eating some crackers and climbing all over the table. If you want to learn how to make sourdough and get your starter started, I do have a video on both of those things. Sourdough starter made simple, and I think it's named sourdough made simple or something like that. I don't know. But I walk you through the steps on how to make the bread and how to do your starter. I've also been contemplating on dehydrating my starter and selling it, which I need to figure out how to do that. I do not have a dehydrator, but I have seen some videos of different techniques to be able to do this without a dehydrator. It just takes like a couple of days to actually dehydrate the starter, but it's definitely something I would like to do, because it would also be another income other than, you know, my sourdough bread and what I sort of make on social media. I don't make very much, but it's at least like something. $20 that we didn't have before, we now have. That's the way I look at it anyways. I'm not a really big time content creator, but I mean, that extra $20 puts gas in my tank, so that's one way to look at it. I have also honestly been struggling to make YouTube videos because I don't know what to talk about. Like, I watch all these other people and their videos are so aesthetically pleasing, and I'm over here in a chaotic mess. But honestly, that's the season of life I'm in right now. But I don't know what to talk about. I feel like everybody has like their subjects for the video that they want to talk about, and I honestly, I don't know. I don't really have anything to really talk about. The things that I have on my mind and that I, you know, would have, like, be able to carry on a conversation would be just too controversial, and I already made that mistake posting something like that on my Facebook, and people really took it the wrong way and took it how I didn't mean it, and then also just started putting words in my mouth that I never said. So I stay out of controversial topics. But I don't understand. I don't understand why people can't have, a difference of opinion and just be okay with that. Why can't I have a different opinion than you and you just be okay with it? You just respect that I have a different opinion, just like I respect you. You have a different opinion. We're not all the same. We don't think the same. We're different people, and we're allowed to have different opinions. But I think what we're not allowed to do, or what we shouldn't be allowed to do, is demean each other for our different opinions, or just straight up just not like somebody, I guess. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to get at. I love everybody. I don't care what your beliefs are. I don't care what your opinions are. I don't care how you live. If you're a good person, you're a good person. And that is that. Honestly, I don't understand why people can't look at it, that way. But I'm also the kind of person that believes that the cup is half full instead of half empty. And I feel like that's what's wrong with a lot of this generation, is these people are always so negative and feel like everybody is out to get them, when realistically nobody's out to get you. Nobody really cares. And we're just all trying to live life. We're trying to get through life, especially in this economy and all these prices going up. We're just trying to live. Honestly, we do not care about your opinion. I mean, I don't care about your opinion. Just like, I have my opinions and you shouldn't really care about mine. But here we are. Everybody's caring about each other's opinions when realistically it shouldn't matter. Because if you're a good person, you're a good person. No matter what your opinion is, no matter where you stand, no matter your religion, no matter what. If you have a good heart, that's that. You have a good heart. Anyways, enough about that. So I am making 5 separate loaves of bread, which is why I was super upset that I could not get these mailed out, because now I have, I think 4 loaves. I gave one to my brother. I have 4 loaves of sourdough bread just chilling in my freezer. But I guess at the same time, it alleviates me having to bake loaves for my family, just because I am baking a lot. I'm having so much fun doing this. I'm so glad I started doing this. I don't sell them for very much. I just sell them for like $5. And I know someone on here is going to tell me that's super cheap. And I know it is. But I'm not really doing it for a profit. I'm doing it simply to cover simply to cover the cost of the material, which honestly, if we're being realistic, isn't that much. Because if I sell 1 loaf, that covers 1 bag of flour, and the bag of flour makes about 4 loaves. So honestly, I'm profiting a little bit, but not like all these other people that are selling their sourdough for $10, $15 a loaf, which, sell it how you want to. But I like my $5 loaves because they're affordable. I feel like I would pay $5 for a loaf, and I'm actually getting a lot of customers. So that's exciting, especially with, the price of groceries and everything else going up. Not everybody has a lot of money to be able to afford things like this. So I want to be affordable to where those people that can't afford the $10 loaf can definitely afford my $5 loaf. So that's basically what I'm doing in the first half of this video, is making this sourdough. So now I don't know what to exactly talk about. So oh my gosh. I'm mixing up my dough. That's what I'm doing. Obviously you can see that. I need some subjects. What things would you guys like for me to talk about over here? I know I've gotten requests for tutorials of baking and stuff, but would you guys like to see any other baking? What subjects would you like to hear about from me, or my point of view, or anything? Nothing political, nothing controversial. Although I feel like nowadays everything is controversial, honestly. Having 5 kids is controversial. Somebody's going to hate you for it. The world we live in, guys, it is absolutely wild to me how everybody is just hateful, honestly. That's the only way I can put it. They are unhappy with their lives, so they need to make you feel like a crappy person and make you feel a certain way and make you feel crappy because they're in a crappy mood. And it's just, why are you going to do that? I don't know. I feel like I'm too nice of a person, maybe. So I am on Zoom in this. I wanted to talk a little bit about my homeschooling co-op that I am in. It is called the Homeschooling or Homeschool Revival Village. It is such a really nice group. I absolutely love the ladies, and I'm actually in a homeschooling success class, which if you're interested, you can take from anywhere because it is over Zoom, and we just get together. We talk about our strengths and we talk about our successes for the week, and we do a little prayer, and then we have a Bible verse to focus on this week, and then we go into our actual class this week. We worked on our mission statements of where, we want to be, where we want our kids to be, and just, things like that. And it's really nice. They have helped me get organized. Maria, the head lady in charge, she's really helped me with trying to teach the kids their alphabet, and that's been really helpful because these two are really struggling with learning their letter sounds in their alphabet. Well, they know their alphabet, but they don't know their letter sounds, and it's starting to become really frustrating because I feel like Jean should be reading by the end of this year. But that's the nice thing about homeschooling is we can, within reason, move at their own pace. Sorry, I am recording this at 6 a.m. and trying to get it done before the kiddos get up because I want to get this up for you guys on Saturday. Anyways, where was I? Homeschooling Revival Village. So it's really nice. It's a really nice class. It is only $99, and you get it's 16 weeks long. So every Sunday at 8:30 at night. I know it's late. It really gets me off of my schedule, and I'm really tired on Monday, but it's worth it. I don't know how these ladies do it. They are up to like 12 a.m. and I'm like, I'm passed out by 9:30. Like, why are you up so late? But they also have a little bit older kids than I do. So, teenagers and older kids tend to sleep a little bit later than little kids. I don't understand why little kids get up so dang early. Like, can anybody explain that to me? Anybody know? So it is at 8:30 and it goes until, I think, I don't really look at the time because I turn off my phone and I go to sleep. But I think last Sunday we finished at 9:30. I believe there was one Sunday that we didn't finish until 10 o'clock. But the tiredness of the next day is definitely worth it because I am learning a lot. Oh, organization, that's what I was going to tell you. They also help you get your day organized. With this class, they help walk you through doing your schedule, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. You can, of course, personally talk to Miss Maria and the other ladies if you want to. And it's just all together. It's a great program. I will have the website linked below if you are interested in taking a look. And if you're in the Charleston, South Carolina area, we are also a homeschooling field trip co-op group, which only costs $15 to join, and it's really fun. having field trips, planned. You can also plan your own field trip and get a group together to do things together. So if you're interested in doing that, I will have their Facebook group tagged below in the description. Now, this is one of the games Miss Maria told me about. It is an alphabet game. So basically, you print out the letters of the alphabet that you're working on, which this week we're working on reviewing from the last couple of weeks. So we're doing A through H, and you can either say the letter and have them go walk, hop, or whatever and stand on your letter, or you can say the letter sound and have them find the letter that makes that sound. It was a very fun game. It was frustrating because they were still just honestly goofing off. They weren't really listening. But it did get some of their energy out to where they would actually sit for their math and science. So this is definitely something I would do again, but probably do it separately. I've discovered that they do better with their alphabets if they're separated, which it's a little inconvenience because with them being separated, it takes us longer to complete our assignments and complete homeschooling for the day. But it's the only way that they're really going to learn these alphabet letters, and it's the only way I can actually determine where they are. Gene is actually further along than I thought he was, and testing him by himself and doing the flashcards by himself alleviated him messing with his sister and goofing off with his sister, and he was actually really able to focus because Vivian is always all over the place. I'm pretty positive this girl has ADHD, and we have been doing some all natural supplements with her, but of course I get so busy I actually forget to give them to her, so I don't know how well they actually work because we have not been taking them every day. I have ADHD supplements too, and when I take them every day it really does help, but remembering to take them every day is what the problem is. Yeah. So as you can tell, she is literally all over the place. We're singing our alphabet song and singing our letter sounds and everything else from the YouTube channel, The Good and the Beautiful. That's the curriculum we use. And she is just dancing and hopping up and down and literally just all over the place. I don't know how this girl has so much energy. I'm freaking tired just watching her. And as you can tell, Gene is like on the floor because he already knows all this stuff. So he's just like, okay, well, I'm just going to take a nap then. And he's just laying down. So now he's actually paying attention. But yeah, the homeschooling is definitely, the first month has been a really big challenge just for the fact that I'm struggling getting Vivian, honestly, to pay attention. And she distracts Gene and, things like that. But I think maybe I'm going to have to work around our schedule to somehow do them separately. Right now, we're just doing the letters separately. We just started that this past week. And then we are doing math and science together, which we're almost done with our science unit. I didn't realize how quickly we would actually move through it. We've learned about all of the planets and everything else. So I might move on to another science book from The Good and the Beautiful. I think I want to do the fields and the flowers because that looks like fun. Or the weather one. I don't know. It's really hard to choose because both of them look really fun and look like the kiddos would actually enjoy them. So right now we're working on math, and I tell you what, these two are excelling in math. They're really smart. They're very mathematical. Honestly, just like their daddy. Their daddy is very mathematical. I really suck at math. Like, really suck. I have to use a calculator, and math is hard. Math has never come easy to me. I do not like math, and I do not like reading. So when I first told my family that I was homeschooling, they were like, "Are you sure? Because you do not like school." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but I want my kids to like school, and I want them to learn things that I know they're going to use in the real world. Unlike, actual school, they teach them all this crazy stuff that I don't even know, like Common Core math. I don't even know what that crap is. Like, why do you need a whole page of numbers to figure out what 25 plus 27 is? I don't understand. So that's why I chose homeschooling, along with the safety of my kids. All the schools around me have, they're just, the best way to put it is they're not very safe. I would be in constant anxiety worrying about them. And doing homeschool, I know I'm home, like they're home with me. I know they're safe. Plus, it's very family oriented. It is amazing being able to just be able to teach them and be able to watch them grow and learn and spend time with them. And it's honestly, it's amazing. And at first I was really, really contemplating doing homeschooling. I knew I wanted to do it, but I didn't have the courage to do it. And I found the courage, and I'm so glad that I did it. Now, we are coming to the end of the video. We're ending off on a field trip. We took a hour-and-a-half drive to a state park and went on a really nice hike. We discovered a waterfall, which was it was super pretty. We talked about gravity, because what force brings the water back down to the earth, and that force is gravity. And Vivian is so cute because she doesn't say gravity, she says how does she say it? Gravity? Or I don't know. She says it so cute because she doesn't pronounce the V. So this was really fun, and my sister tagged along. Thank goodness, because there was no way I was going to be able to do this by myself. I thought about going by myself, but with actually going on a hike and the twins wanting to go like off and go everywhere, I'm really glad that she was able to come with me, because that wouldn't have worked. I wouldn't have been able to do this by myself. Now, originally we did try to take the stroller, the wagon, on the trail, and that was not a good idea. It did not work very well. So we ended up having to take the wagon back to the car, and there's my sister. Taking the wagon back to the car, and I had to baby wear Harley, and everybody walks, and it was really fun. This was a lot less stressful than I thought it was going to be. It was a beautiful day. It was not too hot. And Seth almost started tailing it to the water, and Victoria thought he was just going to jump right in. So she had to run to be like, no, don't do that. But this was a lot of fun. We listened to the birds. We got out in nature. We had a great walk, and everybody was exhausted by the end of it. It was great, and definitely something that I would absolutely love to do again, especially now that the weather's getting nice. It's starting to get cooler outside, and that is awesome. And we have made it to the end of the trail, and I will see you guys next week, hopefully. Bye.